the cast and the crew, they wanted to keep going. And there was just this sense of, let's just do it, let's just do it.
As one funding idea after another kind of fell through, he didn't waver. So I didn't ever start to wonder, am I gonna put some time into this and then it's not gonna happen, it's never gonna get out of the editing room, I didn't ever have a question about that. When we showed up on set, the shooting happened the way it was supposed to, and if for some reason we got a little bit off schedule, there was a very clear reason why, and it wasn't too much off schedule. So it was okay to be putting my time in for free, because I didn't feel like my time was being wasted, and I didn't feel like my time was being taken for granted.
I didn't do this movie for free. I did it for freedom. Playing Kylie has meant that I had to take down walls and actually trust people. Playing Kylie has meant that I had to get over my own hang-ups and insecurities. I chose to be a part of Mark of the Veil because it was meant to be. No, I believe that.
At its roots, what it was there was a community, like you said, that we could be a part of, that we wanted to be a part of, and that was fun. And that was why I wanted to go back each time, why I would try and mooch a ride anywhere or ride my bike anywhere and film at 3 a.m. at negative 10 degrees, and why I wanted other of my friends to be involved, why I wanted to make sure that everybody was able to do their part.
The one person that we did lose just due to lack of funds was Wade Yamaguchi, our director of photography. Wade was amazing for that first 30 minutes, and I'm so appreciative of what he was able to contribute. Come the fall of 2012, I had to become director of photography and director. We just shot on the weekends as we could, as schedules would permit. And we had some crazy intense stuff, especially in the month of October 2012, where we go up to Cascade, and we've got this friend's cabin that we're cramming people in and out of in this little cabin. We're starting Friday night. It's raining off and on. We've got to shoot this action sequence with airsoft guys, and we went to 6 a.m. Saturday morning. The sun started creeping up over the mountains, and so we stop. I crash for about 2-3 hours, and then we go again.
How do you convince someone who's not being paid to go up, hey, good times, guys, middle of November, let's go up to Cascade, which is about 5,000 feet above sea level, and, I don't know, start shooting about 10 o'clock at night, and maybe we'll finish that night, hard to say. I don't think it would have worked even if you would have had 4 or 5 different guys doing all those 4 or 5 different roles Brandon had. It still wouldn't have worked. It still wouldn't have come together the way it did. It never would have happened without Brandon.
You got such a diverse crew to work with, and it just made things fun. Working with Mark was a blast. He's really into getting into where the scene is coming from before it moves in, what we call covered entrance. Working with Christy and John. I love working with John. There were just so many good experiences and worked with so many good people. Working with you, man. Standing outside that cabin pounding on each other, trying to get each other mad.
I can't out of the way, everybody else. It's all for you. Bring it in here. Come on. Get off me! Come on. It's over. I'm sorry. Come on. I'm sorry.
Up at that cabin in Cascade in October, we captured 20 pages of script. We're talking scenes where major truths are being revealed. We're talking about betrayals. We're talking about all the high drama stuff is all happening in those 3 days. It was crazy.
We're all just down in the middle of, right up this lake, and it's getting cold, and the temperature's dropping.
It was,
and we're standing there, but it all led into the feeling and the mood that was going on out there. And I love that scene. I love how that all turned out, and I thought it was a lot of fun.
Talk about people just getting together, let's just do it.
People aren't begrudgingly showing up even though they resent you, but they're there anyway because they just, it's like people wanted to be there. We all felt like we were a respected part of a team.
Yeah. When he said he was going to start the project back up, I didn't hesitate. I was like, yep, I'll be there. Let's finish it. I mean, I was excited to finish it. It had a good story. It has a good story. It It has great actors in it, and we all did our 110%.
You know, I mean, these it takes a lot of time, and it really does, and I was surprised. I was like, wow, this takes a lot of time. But to see everybody just get together and do it over and over and over again, it was a pretty cool experience.
I just think when there's a passion amongst a group and it comes together, it's like a volcano just erupts and you're just gonna make it happen.
That's how
It's just gonna be.
Finished production April 2013, and then I spend the next couple months cutting together a cut for the test screen. So we did the test screening in July, and it was great seeing it on the big screen. I had done a 5.1 surround sound mix, and it sounded pretty good. The visual effects looked better than I had hoped they would on the big screen. It just looked like it was an actual movie. It was awesome. Got some feedback. We took that feedback, did a couple of additional reshoots in the summer, and then we went to film festivals, or we tried to.